Enyamu baby amiton first we ban am 50 dey what me shesro say na e condition ye to say grade nyankopon oh my dear afa first we ban na
bibia ni office ha oba ha da nyina ni ha
o say
bibia ni office ha hu oba ha da nyina ni
me say asori dem kra o ko a asofo ho na anya sa nipa so ho vai to me bi say ne dia asori na mi de
but aban papa banti ha yo dem oh
me say condition hu ho no say wura de nyankopon oh first na ya na ye pre
ya me oh ebeye
Ghana ye nyina ye sum Ghana na e bombo nka me pepa de Ghana ni bia de dew say ya ento aso sa
sanka ye noso Ghana ye noso sanka ye politicians kan okra ka mo betimi am ye ho atoye so
eno na wo kan na wo misi ball no wo di ball no akomis nipa one so bia ka say corruption politician say a politician ba menu
corruption the civil servants corrupt politicians
enu na hadwe no
corruption the jina man ka corruption
we dey no your friend it is a go me wo kan
corruption
Nana me say to be very honest enye NDC for nipa be 17 ye convict omo a anka politician obi anka say we corrupt Ghana ha NDC for nipa be 17 aye corrupt e bi call jail ene e bi aye convict omo ne keka ho a anka ye anka say politician kra omo na ma politicians ye gi din bone o Ghana ha
NDC for na corrupt
omo na ma ye gi din bone o Ghana
sasa na oka oh Ghana 40
Nana 40 the American a statement of fact say nipa maku 17 a omo ye politicians a ya convict omo e bi call jail nyina no no we NDC for
now jailing
so enunti na ama
jailing is a discretionary decision
it is
by
not
a judge.
It is not the judge has proven beyond any reasonable doubt that the person is guilty.
The judge doesn't have to prove anything.
The American said the prosecution prove beyond any reasonable doubt. No. The prosecution had to prove beyond any reasonable doubt that Nipania default.
That is in criminal proceedings.
Exactly. So that was what happened. And Omude Koi.
Oh, the mensuro. Edru so amenye dede.
Debi mi nya hwe o. Min skeleton.
No, enyawu. Enyawu as a person.
Oh, enyawu as a person. Ukra de we penny so in 2008 now we MP kra. I remember saying in 2008 nipa ye do omudin ebre yen ana ye ka ho asem okay say Charles Bintim ye say Ring Road that am na me okumase but na me ni ba bia cry friend Ring Road ye say Barclays Bank bi o Ring Road o discover 200,000 yakoto ye bubo din align up 1000 omo se on ba on beche no Zulaika ene ni kunu ye friend say Asabi omu win elections no omu wie ya first na omu ye ne say omu kogina airport Zulaika ne ni kunu omu ko omu che omu e do omu bai. They started prosecution of 13 people. Omantimi amfa ba kokora, omantimi amprove ba kokora. So yete ho no so there be Mills e can say father for all. That is not true. Akwasi say J. Akwasi say J. He was tried and he won the case. Asabi was tried and won the case around 2014.
Oh, don't worry.
So why you see father for all? You couldn't prove because much and throw and the winning elections.
Now and come topic home.
Or they say, we start here now, civil servants and a corona make us ankapase and NDC for Mukoye San Yamra Semna do Mukotubuna. And Kobianka say politician cry corrupt.
When it comes to corruption, power or public sector, they are politicians, main civil servants, Quen Biaso. She say, teacher near Ochirade, teacher ni Munaketu saying. Yes, the district IPPD coordinator. Also acquire verification na teacher ni no ni ho. And now I say obwa e in the free person obehu no. Na obetua ansana.
The bukai kolebu dey 2 weeks ago. Nipa no I adwuma no for 26 months. Nanse na etua ne kabusu mebia. So e hokra na Tamils. Samata Mills. Ebusa said, I'm sure he asked for the media. Ebusa said, are they politicians? I said, they are no politicians. You see. But they are corruption, they are politicians. Meanwhile, you sat down for the person to work Wonyajuma for 26 months.
Sure. What they are crying and fan actually call all the ministries are say award contract at the Mobia. Nipa na wie na ya or the where is in the IPC or the buy between the cano. Yes, a fakoha. Yan fan give mix mu. Kohu ayaha. Kona kohu way director. Kohun director of way. Kohun director of way. Kohun director of way. What be juma no pa? Enu enti na oba juma so. So na contractor na wa boka. Akobo bosia. Akoye juma ma ban no na mo pache wote sakola. Oh, passable 7 Chelsea. If you cry a news guy in your mouth.
Yes, because there be some ultimate obetimate obana tobacco officer. Bako bejias anant amamos inside the abrano because we pia. And it is there because you see, there be a corruption perception index. But sa a shraj for any NCC na for and a kaboom ye ba could be our Ghana ha. Omo ekoya omo kubisa. You remember?
Yeah, about NCC, yeah.
NCC, or maybe on the kaboom and omo ye. Omo de omo koye ebisa Ghana for what tia bribe da. No akasa I utiama wine, no waka utia sikasen. You remember that report? We analyzed it even on this show.
I do.
Emma, you can say omo kaya e hokra na ehu says Lands Commission. Akron fokra ho chen baby.
Lands Commission they knew.
But nim unse corruption perception index aba Afro barometer nyina no na Lands Commission ka ho.
Omo hwe. Hey. What the ona wa shama de na niefi. E o de ma na niefi chen nyina nti o. Hwe. Okwa ahun bisa na mfo say. What do documents are called Land Commission ama na yira wo ho da na. Wo de bisa na yan kan che o. He asase ti ze dan baby amutie. You bet me ama title. Ona ba shama kura title. Me nso me kura title. Sadat kura title. Sadat baby I wutie kuro ya.
Ni nyina so e genuine.
Abba.
Because say if you hold there we stop.
Anti-corruption there. Just a politicians no mu wi na kese. On civil servants.
And na make o hwe kura na. You see the nansen omukoda jail Ujimbafu Boni William Tivier any Alhaji Mumina. Na $4.1 million. Ampa kese.
Politicians then no mu wi na kese pa.
Omu so nyina NDC for interesting.
Pass chale o de. Me kame be ma example bi on. Na no me de ba me nim se mu nyina mbosom. Ahwa na de mpesa me ye na nwumre ma ntimi anye. Enti o de mo amfa nkonko ho asa. Me da mo system aba. Now ye be kasa fa galamsey ho. Me pesa me hwe galamsey from 2017 e be si sabri aye kasa yi. January 2017 bra President Akufo-Addo eso aframu so aye no. E na o share Ghana for boss e. Or the presidency battle line no so cry they are fighting galamsey a obeye ne sa. Na sabre no mampani na nenia bre papa because now aba foforo na energy no wom. Even if I have to put my presidency on the line. Obey it.
I took the decision that there would be a betrayal of the trust that the Ghanaian people put in me on the 7th of January this year. And as a result, we established this committee within the government to design a policy for us, not just to stop it, to reclaim the land, to let our rivers work again, but also to see how we can figure a way for all these able-bodied young men who are involved in this activity to find an alternative livelihood. So it's a package. It's a package that we have designed to try and bring this menace to a conclusion. I've said it in the cabinet, and perhaps it's the first time I'll be saying it in public. I am prepared to put my presidency on the line on this matter. I've heard it being said that I should be careful. Many of these people voted for me, and if I continue this exercise, perhaps they'll not vote for me again. If by the grace of God I'm in a position, my party allows me to go again, and I have the health and everything to go again, that I'll not get it again. And I'll say to myself, well, this is a choice that all of us have to make as human beings. You do what you think is right, or do you do what you think will allow you to get along? I think that you do what you think is right. That is what you're required to do.
And indeed, 2020 yeto aba eka de eka ta e mam bia man ka kompon kuruma o se agi ta eka ta say nka president elusu parliament now even to that and only the first time since 1992 aye hu bi say president otia konwa so speaker eni nafa na speaker aye opposition ni de na si ye in 2020 election baby na ye mining areas ni nyina ehwere MPP for as a result of sa anamona mampeni 2 year na oka sa asem ni wie ye no anso ha o ho no oka say okay sa na tie dia wabane galamsey and all mining activities and wachi sa ban na chi no opese ohwe se ensase ya say ni nyina ye bedua nnua na fe ya sa keka nsase na si ani and or say institutional and regulatory reforms any enforcement emra say be ya ye betumi abo yensase ho ban and wachi 2017 no mu a and president Akufo-Addo e declare sa Operation Vanguard what kind of Operation Vanguard Major General Moisi Majo General sebabia wo bia ho ye na odi Operation Vanguard about 2017 no na the trimopo ene say miamia bia ye galamsey asantema mu apuye atoye mantam ne ade ni nyina no ye clampo mu nyina nti sabre no obane artisanal and small scale mining January 2017 and partially or lifted in 2018 and opaje mu kakra afei orden hihye bi baya no sensase aya sei no ye ba be keka siani ye ba be ye be sen afili ni nyina na ye sa dua sa dua no mu na de Green Ghana project e ba ye afei o se mra no a ebo amnamudwuma ho ban no o san hye kena mra no so o mu ye bia no bi na ediko ye koko wie ya ye nya akwakoko 2 agudie e wo kwae ananka nananom e de agya ya obia enkomu no afei 2017 wa between 2017 and 18 ho no o kan say NDC for no kan say said the mampani wa ban small scale mining any sat na mining ni nyina no enye or say NDC opposed the MPP's blanket ban on small scale mining, warning it would destroy livelihoods without offering alternatives. They criticized the banning of excavators by the government task force, calling it wasteful and unlawful. Mr. John Dramani Mahama advocated for formalizing small-scale mining rather than criminalizing it, and regional NDC leaders urged more transparency in enforcement. Isabreno, na okoye small-scale mining, yehu wane ashiwa fidie no, NDC kaseti ya said, mampeni wa bane mining be 1 year, onya lefte, na saadi eni nyina anso so no, o kankofo anu ahye, omanu aduane, ena obo agu nti onhwe ni ye. Between 2019 and 2020, NDC for Shasye and the criticisms no by NDC's Sammy Gyamfi has accused President Akufo-Addo's government of hypocrisy and corruption in the Galamsey fight. Sammy Gyamfi, NDC National Communication Officer, described the anti-Galamsey campaign as fraudulent deception PR gimmick. He cited the disappearance of seized excavators and alleged that officials were benefiting from illegal mining. And some above voice no. Sabrano nana ya koche excavators bi ese be 45 was one etu ayira no. And Sammy Gyamfi be kan asema me ba be bo akere mu. Na mo hwe sequence no na mo hwe niema na me bobo so ba no. Operation why Vanguard and Galam stop so be bambete. Na mo hwe 9 months na o se and Vanguard. Blue Water Guard and no so na necessary ho mo be hwe ni nyina o na mo hwe senia ebia esi ekro mo kai se na no hana bisi ube ka kire ye se ono ankaza sim kokoche excavators ade che okoye excavators ni nyina ayira mo kai mo mfa ntutu ho na mo hwa de Henry pacho mientie lawyer Sammy Gyamfi.
Several millions of taxpayers' money was spent on this venture, which will later turn out to be the first of several ill-conceived, half-hearted, and fruitless attempts by this government to combat a very serious national problem. Indeed, Ghanaians would recall in a speech delivered at Accra International Conference Center, promised to put his presidency on the line in order to win the war against illegal mining. Sadly today, not only has the president once again failed to walk the talk, but the image of Galamsey stands like a towering monument, reminding all Ghanaians of President Akufo-Addo's deceitful character and his lack of commitment to the illegal Galamsey or the illegal mining menace, the fight against the illegal mining menace. You would all recall the Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining, which was formed by President Akufo-Addo at the outset of his fraudulent fight against Galamsey. This committee drew support from the media, civil society, both political and non-political actors, and the general public, promising to be a potent vehicle that will bring an end to the Galamsey menace. Several millions of taxpayers' money was spent on this venture, which will later turn out to be the first of several ill-conceived, half-hearted, and fruitless attempts by this government to combat a very serious national problem.
Sami Jamfi, the Entiana onye Omapenia Akufo-Addo ne hihye no entumu eno no. Eno achi, the American year 2021 Sami Jamfi the year between 2019 and 2020. The American says here 2021 to 2022. Year to abanu wie no. Where the Honorable Sam George and all can say. Okay. So Sam George, NDC MP for Ningo Pram, joined in the call for transparency, saying the government lacked moral credibility and has failed in the fight against Galamsey. He accused top government officials of being directly involved in all protecting illegal mining operations. Where's Sam George?
Are we on course to, rid ourselves of illegal mining as far as it's possible?
I wish I could say so. And you see, I get very passionate when I talk about Galamsey issues, because I think the president has failed. And this is not politics. This is about leadership. I spoke about leadership. Leadership must act. When it goes well, leadership gets the credit. When it doesn't go well, we must hold leadership accountable. Who are these? Sticker talks about DCs. Who may be?
The political will.
Who may be? Who appointed these DC? Let's be clear in our minds. The fight against Galamsey was not President Akufo-Addo's initiative. It was a media initiative. It was a media campaign that started, came to Parliament, the 7th Parliament, got signatures, got the then Speaker to sign on. It was that media momentum led by Ken Ashigbe and co. that led us, that compelled government to get involved and set up Galamstop and Operation Vanguard. Or whatever, that was set up. You understand me? Now, I keep saying that, look, our president has done well with giving us sound bites. The president's fight against Galamsey has been a soundbite one. I put my presidency on the line. Did he put his presidency on the line?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I say it as I say. The DCs who are doing Galamsey or who are supporting and enhancing Galamsey are appointees of the president. Mr. President, if you were serious about fighting Galamsey, you will fire them, because the power to fire them rests only in the president's hand.
I don't know. Sabem de ne 2021, Ekoka 2022. Where Sam Jata Jata George, I don't know. Then Frempong Boateng, the famous Frempong Boateng report 2023. The leaked report by former Environment Minister Professor Kwabena Frempong Boateng alleged high-level government interference in the fight against Galamsey. The NDC declared the support as vindication of their earlier warnings. Sami Jamfi said, Akufo-Addo's so-called fight against Galamsey is the biggest scam ever perpetrated on the Ghanaian people. The party demanded immediate prosecution of officials named in the report and criticized Akufo-Addo for failing to act on internal findings. Then 2024, final year of President Akufo-Addo's tenure and the criticism. The NDC used the Galamsey issue heavily in its 2024 campaign. They claimed the MPP left rivers polluted forests destroyed, and mining laws abused. Sam George again attacked the government's credibility, stating, how can the MPP claim to fight Galamsey when its own people are the biggest beneficiaries? Then candidate Mahama promised a sustainable, community-focused mining framework, promising that people found complicit in illegal mining will have no place in his government. I don't know. Now, enema ebeba yeni bi. Oh, promises versus reality. We a free 2017 wana edeba ebesi 2025. Sorry, 2025. Now, President Mahama can say the fight against Galamsey no. Esese eye okwa ano odene na emu da ho so na fe nsase no na nsuo no a agene ni nyina no yehwe na esiesie afei sa kan say President Mahama ba ye die na meka yo sa kan say enhyehyɛ a yɛde ɛyɛ agudi organ ase na ɛse yɛhwɛ ne yɛsa kyerɛ mu na ɛyɛ mu nneɛma yie no mu ɛna ma ɔte gold board afei ɔhyɛ ɛbɔ sɛ LI 146 no obeyi afiri ho na sa LI 146 no amakwan mankofo akọ forest edidi ho wabra eni so omudidi ho enti obeye ho adwuma.
And so I hope that it will be done before we come in. With the pressure from the organized labor, government has agreed to repeal that LI and replace it. And so I hope that it will be done before we come into office. If it is done, then that's it. If it's not done, when we come, we'll repeal that LI so that we can stop mining in forest reserve. The Forestry Commission says 37 of our forest reserves have been depleted.
Okay, I say, sir, LI 146 no kwa de say, Oma nyi everyone za no na ba, obeyi afri ho kra. But ena ye ka say de yenyanyi eda so ho yenyanyi nema odi ba ye ni bi blue water guards ena naimo eno so odi aba on state of emergency. Then o can say aban no aye krado say obaboa Ghana fo am yakontia Galamsey a state of emergency hu hia sabre mo be kai a abet kwabra dwumfo ko gina conference center ko President Akufo-Addo nim ka che say Mr. President declare a state of emergency on Galamsey. That's something anya president the cry but odu anyu odu waka waka ne obufu waka wi enti eno ho asem eno no sese aye ka sei anamo a aban etuo fa Galamsey ho pa ne Naimos no na Naimos no pa acquisition of maya am say piece from the person ye kasa o maya ya na kan be 4 times ya ezi nya no nti pa acquisition of but da wa kuma beto ye ma person ni piece from kasa no maya ehunu ye pese ehunu Naimos for no ne amo ye blue water guards information amenya ne say efa ejuma na ye de hye omunsa no omunye biom de nti omunye ne say yase Galamsey for the sika of the blue water gas no edo so chen dey aban de ma wo mo enti efa akwa kodi Galamsey for na chi efa akwa kodi na no so video bi amenya de ende menka but eno so na esre pa fa blue water gas ne minus crew ya eho enti ene say asem ne say time wa NDC ewo opposition no omo kan say President Akufo-Addo na ni abre pass obetu Galamsey ase a se opai hwehwehwen ana on declare state of emergency na wotwe mienu pe Galamsey nyina be free Ghana asase so ena President Akufo-Addo de yafa ne say by NDC definition onye serious nti when timi and declare the state of emergency now NDC aba ban mu abosome edu emu na ewe state of emergency President Mahama say baby I was say the only ni say you do baby as say declare state of emergency because you were bambofo kuo bebre o ho a betimi ayi so omde aye de pese ye oh state of emergency enru ho kra enru ho enne what say NDC national chairman say eh na mo pa ti obi timi de boso men krom nye anyim wo sa da bi ya nya ne sa se aban aba betre konwa so boso men krom say chinchina esese ga watu galamsi ase da bi enye possible sa munya abotre na nye sa ena etie sansem wey ena nwumrei menim panifo yi Awal Mohammed ene honorable Daniel Kosi Asiama eba betwetwe ho nkomo the platform no asunguso autie efrem nana ya kazu betimi afrem the cardinal ena ya mesofo Reverend Father Mark Nana Yaw Asare Reverend Father Mark Nana Yaw Asare edem friend abusia pani onkwa so wate yankopon nhyiraw yankopon adma fe opa odu kwasi ada adma fe opa Father Mark na hello Father Mark obe preaches hello part okay no okay pa poku asesu no hello oh Father Mark hello Father ya feel why ya feel ya be sry one day ya be so nti obi ani Reverend Father Mark Nana Yaw Asare on kan chen say me man happy birthday yankopon hira no ma no enkwa tenten emaye Awal majo
yenua
ena ono aba chairman so maju biem
yeah eja
yeah that's the papa
yeah
ono was say the fight against Galamsey then and now the more opposition na muhunu ne na moka between 2017 and 2024 aye de to aba ene mo baye ne mohunu ene ne amoye ye mfanto hefa
yo cardinal me so me chiao acha tiefo ni nyina ni menua awa na me sada wase said chronologically ana mre abetwem no weyi nsem api efa Galamsey na ne eka no aibia wankan no me di beso so na ya to aso ene se sansema nyina wo kaye no ewo and in the midst of that nanado mreso 2017 to 2025 ube kai say ya yi Ghana ska koto drones
Kaipa.
That's right.
Kaipa papa.
Ubesa kai say nti yebe bisa say sa drones no ejuma ben na ebe dia anka ye ko 2024 election no na MPP for anya ho asem anka kire say drones a ye toye no say na dia ebuaye na no minua ana madamfo mrekuduka aha na ote me ka kire no say enya wu na obeka kire say aban ato eyi Ghana sika e di ato gold catcher na sa gold catcher kra ye di ye djuma ye nyusunsuo na magnet wo ma ebechi gold eko wi ase no de na ye hu ye. That was Nanado's government. Aside that no kwaya ewo ho ebinum anya over 100 years emra ye kan say ye betwom sese no ye emra no wo parliament said nye nko kwaya mu na nko tu Galamsey ana gold eko wi ase no ye twa picture no e di baga na fo no nyina ho a look at the picture. Over 40 forest reserves. In the name of that, we have a president. Na sadia no see ye mra o mampenyi a ye mampenyi den e ka kire se odi na konja na ne presidency no be two lines so say ye best stop Galamsey no eno ma ye mra se munko na munko tu Galamsey in the forest. That was what we saw. Cardinal, the record has it that around that time of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo no, the excavators that were imported I got this information from the CSO's meeting. Sika, yediatosa, ye estimate no 6.5 billion Ghana cedis. Yediato excavator said they are back Ghana. And that the president who told us that he will put his presidency online, ni time na yetosa excavators no. Ya chibebre wa enu de waka na uko aviation quarters those days omu di bie kugu ho. So what was the result? Into be say Galamsey no adidia kom semi national chairman catcher say baby anana do aban any Galamsey edi o man akodru no you cannot use 9 months to stop his no. Yes, that is true because Cardinal, one mentioned from 2017. You are not talking about months here. You are talking about years. You are talking about years. Intinu yembisa se drones no aye juma. Gold catcher no aye juma. At a point in time, soldier for cry abani omukrazo mungongo gadi bibia. So under Nanado, Galamsey was led by politicians. Nanado ankasa okahuni enti amika se okahuni se okokumasi ko kachere Ghana mani nyina se as at that time ono ani minister Samuel Dinakpo eka se akunta mani no ye Galamsey ye chinunu Nanado ko jina conference ka se as we speak akunta mani onye illegal mining enye sa akunta mani eni untumi na e court ne. These are the things that we saw. The mess was just too much. In this and there, NPP find your voice. Hey, no, stop. The question now is, what is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama doing today? What is he doing?
Tell us.
And only say, he started with the bottom-up approach. Oka say area will be too gold. As a so-called ahimfo. Any district chief executives and a licenses are yet approval or Accra no. Say you go there for the approval. That was what was said. Now, the Minister of Honorable Kofi Amabua okachre say ya chia himfuni nyina so edi anamo a aban no betu no edi akere mo. They review the mining what? They review the licensing regime and TCFS. And then Nanado, Obia koji license kura. Omusa yusi kana na barcode na omudi allow ni pass konakotu. How can you use barcode to do that? How can you Obia license no say you must go for second approval barcode? And they were releasing those things for their people. And show no essay. In there, Ayetiha, near His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, with the security agency, and he said, Yatise about 9 forest reserve there, Galamsey for Jaffa Ubian to me Uraho. Did we hear in this country say, today His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, any minister no, Ome to me Pamu Galamsey for Africa, kwaye no sabe dani Ghana for Diana. Eye juma na ya na moto na nya na moto. Now we move to the Naimosa. Ye kan hwasem. Naimos is led by a military officer, Colonel Bua, and Nanado who led his Galamsey ni weni nyina. And what was the impact? In there yenya story, Senya Uka River Brimso. Sa Naimwa ye kan hwasem no. Omusi wanmu ne wom. We have the military, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, Omukahu, and then the president himself, Okahu, as chairman, Minister of Interior, Minister of Defense, Attorney General. And this Attorney General, military officer, Colonel Nukachre say, Onunu Ochiwa Obechiu as a military man. But so Chiu Suswa Odiwu Koma Mra, that is Attorney General, to deal with you. That is the strategy and how the process is targeted to ensure, say, ya jain ye. Yes, if we declare state of emergency today, we are talking about over 3 million people. Yes, we said it, I said it yesterday. But looking at Anamwa Abanu Etunenu, all Ghanaians might be say, Anamonu edi infaso baka kakra na enfama ti say goal catcher ye toa ye hu ne goal catcher no aye. Yes, we are getting the results. We are getting the results in the sense that no in there yeti hanu Mahama ban asizi 450 excavators and omudi tracker edi bossu and omusi omube rinfensi and normal rinfensi these excavators and one say who see who kobwem the tracker will be monitoring you to that area. Immediately you move to Abia Eastern region, your excavator will be deactivated. Is it a process to stop Galamsey or this illegal mining or not? It is a process. In there, Kasanu, per record, 1,400 nipa omuye Galamsey no ya chiomo. Ana ebinumu air court. And a 500 champagne, ya destroying over 1,000 water pumps, ya chi weapons seized. A tour, a chance of mukita tour as a mukwaku, and no mudi ye odi edi chin muka yamransa muka.
Nyambrasem.
Nyam aha.
Omudi di.
Kadinini no muntie.
Nyambrasem.
Aha.
Omudi di nyambrasem.
Yes, so these are some of the things that we are talking about today. It is abaya wabasunne vehicles, pickups, yasizi. And uko baby to say echuma mponwa land reclamation. Land reclamation say omwa twamina kesia ye nuanmu ye ma ye busianfo obi kwafo ma na wakotom ni so na wawunu. What is the government of today doing? The government of today no omwa releasing machine say go and reclaim those lands. Is it a step in the right direction? Yes. And unti say you share anamwa in there abanu toa. Any juma odi share naimos in sema niamu yenu. Yes, we must have that respite to say, okay, let them continue. What I'll plead from Ghana, give these 9 more people about 4, 5, 6 months. Let us gauge. Do we use the data? Now, you will see people talking, or especially MP people, they don't have any data. Now, like they should give us the water turbidity in 2024. Let us compare with rivers. Hey. Yes, I am not saying today, say, the water is not turbid. But let me give you an example. A place like Barikesi, if I wrote it right, in 2024, the turbidity level was 22. Today, it is 11. Hey, I am talking from Ghana Water Company. There are reports of figures that they have.
Where are you reading from?
And then you go to Mponwa. It was 1,500.
There's no.
And today, we have 520. I'm talking about turbidity levels. You go to Densu.
Before you go to Densu, Mponwa, I say turbidity is saying
1,500. And under 520.
If I a bit, may read it.
Please.
Relax.
When you go to.
Don't worry. Oh, no, go ahead. I'll relax.
And then we have Densu, 129. Today it is 34. 129 on another time. Now I have this data. And so I would have expected every person who is debating to give us the data of the turbidity level. Yes, it's a central region, Kwanyako area. Yes, we have the story. And yeah, Yabeka say for about 10 days, because of turbidity levels, you know, they cannot produce or process water. That is not good.
You've done 18 minutes, almost 20 minutes. My main bisa few things na fe menko hours so. Oka se Mponua, Achuma Mponua. Na turbidity near 1,500 and 520. What exactly are you talking about in Mpunia?
Sir, your cassette turbidity level of water, no?
But Achuma Mpunia no enyensu. There's no.
I wrote a name here. I don't. Ampusao. There's a river water amateur. Ebia mena mambonu here. That one I agree because listeners are listening.
Okay.
Okay.
Then Densu. Which part of Densu now can one no?
Oh,
Densu. Tio. They tell me bisa and say Densu. Like River Tano, Ekreskosusa, I didn't nam Ganda baby, I didn't nam Tano, River Tano, Oko Sunya, Ubeshiano, Oko Gosu, a Kunkuntriso, Ubeshiano, Ufri Mahame Kodaba, Ubeshia, Tano ho, Ufri Sehuginasi, na Odu a Nichre, a Boaqua, Ubeshia Tano ho, anti on and namsa, anti Densuno, a hen and a
Cardina,
Papa
Cardina, Ubisa Miss Aquisha. You are not fair to me. River the oninam. Inti baby Ghana water for figure. Baby almost sanction a testing. I cannot tell you that place, but they have mentioned in their report.
Which report?
Please.
Report by honorable. What was the report released?
Turbid level woman and say ma turbid water turbidity level. One.
Specific.
And make sure say this is what I took from them.
Because if you are talking of Densu, Ufri, and carry, Ufri and carry, Ufri and carry now do any chile baby any, Bakuta Kunungo.
For us to get the results, we have to look at where Ghana Water is working.
So
because
Ghana Water could not have given you.
No. Because when they are going to process water for consumption, where do they have it? On the river. So it is where they are processing their water near Bamunche on the Densu River. That should be our research.
So where Ghana Water?
No. The catcher say Ubisami say where. You are not being fair to me because Uber vote I mean Mikroma, you can say River Daya. Wait. It stretches from Togo to Pando Gemini area. But when you fetch that water in Gwem, it's River Daya. When you fetch it in Pando area, it's River Daya. Vakpo area is River Daya. So if you ask me on that, I've given you the figure that I got from the officials.
You know why?
So if you ask me where, I didn't ask the person I was listening to where. Okay. So I cannot give it to you.
That is your fault. And your mistake, say. Also, me more Barakese. Because Barakese, maybe a water treatment plan or Baris, na wada. Barren. Barry Yensuya,
free baby ba.
And Yensu free baby, co baby, and
Nasa,
Patomeba, Odemeba, Chile Mecano. Barry Yensu free baby, co baby, and Dahua. And now, of course, swap, maybe a treatment plant in one. Is you know one. In as much as it's 22 to 11, no, I doubt that figure. No, I still know where Barry is. And I mean, Barry Yensuya.
Barry Sam. Let me check for you.
Barakese, are you talking
No.
It's not Barakese.
What I wrote here was not Barakese. No.
It's Barry what?
Let me check.
If not Barakese, are you talking about Bagri?
Bagri Dam. Is it not the Bagri Dam you are talking about? I am not mentioning that.
You are talking about Barakese.
For us to make good use, I have agreed, say, let's take the water turbidity out of all my discussion.
Hey.
Because people are listening. And then let us look at what I have mentioned here. Whether it is true. As for that one, you can just Google the CSOs.
My last question. I have two things to tell you.
CSOs there.
So
let us look at those things.
Okay. Me onema me na mpesa me catch answer makwa wal so. The edi kind say o report no. Can you share with me?
The CSOs one.
The turbidity.
Oh, that one there I will give it to you. Right. No, the turbidity I told you the presentation that was made. And until I be a mania by the Ghana Water person.
That's fair.
And it was direct from the Ghana Water man.
It's not a problem for me.
That's right.
That's not a problem for me. Secondly, anyama wabo bosso say aban we buy all year. Excavators almost easy near there. And NIMOS. In fact, under binder dano, now you were Galam stop. In your operation halt. Operation cow leg in your womb. Oh, yenya cow leg, enya hot, enya galam stop. The obu boss way nyina no. Dia ni enye bida. Dia hin na yesronko because me kai say abanda that time. Talking of excavators ne, chamfan ayeshishi. MB before she ko she Kate Jemfua, National Women Organizer. E ko she the machines.
No, yeah.
Eh?
No, yeah.
Omo ko she the machines.
Missy no, yeah.
But they mean to who they know it.
Na machine, no machine.
Omo ko she excavators. Omo ko she excavators. The make extra say.
But let me tell you. As a person who is sitting down here, there is school from the days of old and today. But for you to tell the difference between yesterday's school and today, and you have to compare. Manka said, Operation Cow Leg for Amma. What was their impact? In their report, Abba said, 9 months for Akko, which river have they mentioned? Is it Birim? To destroy the machines and to sack the people who are doing Galamsey. These are the reports that are coming. So I didn't say there were nothing. Wait, I didn't say there were nothing yesterday. But the impact, we still have the players.
No, I'm not saying it's all cancer.
Who can say Operation Cow Leg? Yes, I agree. But look at it. Those people were led by politicians.
No. Operation
Nanado was the person leading them. And Unti Nokachre said, as I speak, Akunta mining was not doing illegal mining. But why is Akunta mining in court
because today? We were videos, sir.
And your videos, me see, President Asema can't tremono. As I speak. So Nanado was leading the Galamsey.
All right, Marty.
That was what
was happening. Videos, sir.
Now come to Mahama.
Major General Moisi. On one kasa. A table to know the names you know so. HSC minus in all these operations. And did not mean be sound out to woman be so we are not make an say. Sanya ma boss way in ano, Yahoo be da. Dear Nama we yes from. And now someone be so.
We yes from Kuni say.
The
current government does not allow for about 47 forest reserves to be mined in. Can that be a difference?
In 10 months.
I said, can that be a difference?
Why not?
Because Ghanaians are speaking. So if that is true, on no time Nanado can say, I'll put my presidency on the line. How many months?
No.
Okay,
yes, our statement, or banning all forms of mining except the saying large scale. Or banning for at least 1 year.
2 years.
Kadina mami bisa. Abain be na abe ye mra se yenko to gold forest. Abain be
time no.
So now what of Bahama? Why am mra se yenko to gold parliament?
Oh yeah, but Okase obey.
So is that not a difference?
Okase obey.
That is the way. What do you mean by that?
But
I was in parliament, we were shouting, they said no.
Do you expect
do it?
Do you expect me to make
a very clear and visionary government? No, forest.
You were not in government
with the biomass.
You were not in parliament at that time.
What do you mean? Do you know what
it was in 2022. The law is in 2022. So were you in parliament in 2022?
No, I'm a former member of parliament.
So you were not in parliament. You were not in parliament.
Please. Which government?
The law came in 2022 when you were not in parliament.
But honorable, will you agree, say, time on we yes, I'm a parliament yet, but now niho. And they now niho.
You were not in parliament.
You see, you are speaking on the miniatures. Which government have that sense of telling that let us put in our status book, say, yenko na yenko tu. Galamsey quiet. Which government does that make sense? Does that make sense? I will give him the time because he didn't disturb you. I'm also not going to disturb.
Yes. So you had your 8-10 minutes, and then later on I engaged you. I take it by 26 minutes. Now,
Nana.
Time no men am there.
Medase. Mami chair TFO bio na menkasa medase pa for this opportunity. Na menkasa Dr. Bawumia ewo Bunu East was starting a campaign. Was starting a campaign ewo. There be a campaign ewo. Ene was starting from Sydney East, echo Sydney West. Esan Efri eho echo Atebubu eho ene owie. Ochina obeko eye Nkranza ene Kintampo area ho na eno so wone omo edi nkita ho na ni nyina ne se wondidi atem he's speaking to issues kasatwitwe nim ene na keka ho a ebeboa ama at least yewia yebetimi akan ho abom na yetimi awini elections no enti de obi ka bia no Dr. Bawumia he's focused yenyina in the team no we are focused ye ka ade a ye gidi se oba obetimi ayaboa normal yesua every eye nkugo a ye di no mo na ede you know agina so ede awini elections no na mami starting free we bia honorable ediwie it's just interesting honorable first na mo kan say mo ba within 120 days mo be repeal emrana ebaye in 2022 a kire say itimi ekoye mine not galamsey itimi kotu agudie ewo eye kwayem first na etu agudie obaabia but na entu no kwayem ena eye emra no NDC for an oppose emra no because that time no mo oppose ya anka bia the numbers be ya na ya toaba eye unanimous approval but ekwan bia so ye na ede emra no koy nti yenjuntum say ede koy again CSO sini omo ka ho nyina no ebo ye chem so say yen start na yen repeal emra no ye start ye na ye ho adwuma kakra na ye de lose elections no na NDC for fortunately wabo video ba ko ha Sami Jemfi aka say omo ye de ama ye party chairman and ye mpanimfo ne ministers na ewo kwaye mu a omo etu eye agudie no to omo ba within 120 days omo betwam emra no ne ye jai wo mu kra nana ene ye do 10 months ehimfo ena hye kwaye no ma omo ye galamsey no se ene wo si wo ba metwam within 120 days esan say MPP for na dia ma mo say omo ye oba ye no wantimi antwam usuro se obetwam ehimfo ena take over the forest now omo ye galamsey wo mu no NDC for because the MPP for na wo na kwa twam it should have been even first 1 month now twam because onim ho bibia kwaye ne ye dia ye nananom na agya kwaye na maye ye de mra bia ba se yetimi ekoto agudie o kwaye num wo se MPP for etrimoden omo na ama nkrofo akowuram na omo se ye kwaye no ama kwaye na sei atete apansam kwaye makumaku 47 ya take over o kan ni nyina wie ye no emra no CSO se twem utwem obi obewura eye forest bia no yenim se wo ye enemy of the state unhia emra bia o the mete yen say na say o forest zone nyina no any water bodies nyina no ye declare security zone a security zone dada. I just don't know who told the president to say yenye ne sa na nka yenye ne security zone kwaye na e wo drobon so no ukochi akrante o mu itimi chi ukro ama uko jail bonfobri forest reserve no akrante mi wafu ho akrante obi wura sa forest no wachi akrante itimi chi jail because yenwuram forest reserve biano e was security omo guard all the forest reserves across the country your security omo guard enti e hono e security zone dada ensuo e security zone ye ko ekonkora na ensuo ho no yensai no so ediana anansesem ben no say obi e de mraba o de mrana ba 10 months ontimi yi mrana mfiri ho because omo nkrofo na akowura ma omo ye galamsey no mpanimfo na eye enu nti wutwa mra no mu a mpanimfo no ehu beka. And that is the reason up to now President Mahama is not able to really repeal the law. Enu nti na our parliament continue mbie because we bia essence waka kire CSO say me kwa me metwam eti yentimi mbie parliament because ye bia en mpanimfo omo ye galamsey wo ho no omo bejai no. That is the reason the government is not able to really repeal that law. Already Professor Frimpong Boateng report na kwaye na omusi chama untumi eye galamsey wo mu no Frimpong Boateng say former deputy regional minister under the NDC galamsey e wo kwae no muda from what report so aka send DC for e galamsey pa cha MPP for so enunti isn't it read page 13 oh see omo ye chemo so you got the advantage and did all these things ene senye ndisi for na ye galamsey adenti na e din senia omo ka se omo ba omo be na omo betimi aye na oka water turbidity uhia anyone to tell you turbidity free ha koduru ha chebi water processing plant and then for this yatum muda because of galamsey but yatum so uhia obi na waka cho say misusu ateche no se no ateche no ye papa chen enra ade no ateche ne do so a na friend turbidity ateche ensuo na dane ateche first na ye hono ye ntum ye de ma ensuo mankrofo no nsuo wom ena waba ateche na do so to the standard ye tumu a wakofa fake report bi say Ghana water for say efri ha koduru ha report no hin so ntimi nka so CEOs naka ene for the first time 2/3 of central region nyina no omo amutim no so omo ye nipa miensa mienu enya nsuo nom esanse ya tu eye kwanya ko water processing plant so unya obi na waka cho say turbidity free ha koduru ha do you even need that ene railway kwan ewo eye takorade ye di manganese e di ko takorade NDC for ko 2 railway na se 3 kilometers ni nyina sei enti for manganese kran for railway enko. This is the crux of the issue and that is the problem we're facing today. And see I'm reading story bi PURC for akọ sunyani akohia stakeholders na omoye ECG say omo post ni nyina no kran galamsey for tutu ni nyina dunkwaw oboase ne keka ho matutu ni nyina so eneno ade ni ye west mpenifo a omoda osi omoba eno media for ene di kan ye hu dede ana sanka ohani ho anka media be dede ya ba ya no ohawaba hwe first time ye di excavators ejina nsum aya galamsey eye under mills in 2010 first no under kufo no eno an say bia ombekwa kwaye mu na omakotu amna mu na omawura ma na omatutu ayi kakra na eno ano no but ye di excavators ejina nsuom asensio no na ye under NDC aye mills time anas armia o anas ekoye hwehwemu wo so ema sa eye we no odiko Al Jazeera ene ewo YouTube ema atamils ho ekogina ho e kan say baby galamsey na koduru no edru because ene yetimi di we excavators kura gina nsuo me galamsey dia ene edru baby say nsuo enti enya ho bibi. This is in 2010 eti ye ba ye no President Mahama Edin Saguniti so ontimi nya ho hwe because okogina chebi ka say galamsey headquarters that was in 2016 eti ye ba ye no first na ye no say empenufo no hia ye omo hia president in April. President say ampase ebesensuo or the president betu on the line and almost say declare state of emergency we friends say declare moratorium on small scale mining bia obi bia or license bia no yenje license ni free no sa no wonjai by May June now I declare into obi bia okuta license bia no na nkra na yesuro say bia omo de ebe court because amana my license but you see obi anko yefa omu nyina nipa makoma 2400 edo omu call UMAT eko training omo and the president say afi na woko training crofo bi Australia ye de bi na omo ye na woko training omo ho ye training omo 2400 ye wie ye no ye started at the Galam stop 1 and 2 by ene wosi wo ya chi nipa 1400 enye nem gwasesem say NDC ni be ka kira me say o ma chi nipa. What happened? nipa ye chi wo mo ayedo wo mo court nyina no President Mahama gina ho kan say oba obeyi wo afiri mu because enye wo na ye galamsey no empanimfo bi ginam e na wo ye galamsey and then nipa 1400 campaign ba ko kranka ho how wo se obeti campaign unchi nkwala no and then they also watching nipa 1400 convictions and wunyaye we sent thousands of them in jail to the extent that mo say mo ba mo be yi wo mafiri na mo ache mpanimfo no ene Oscar Ofori Labi woye MP ewa wo win ahemfo etwa adwan twa nasu efiri krom ho say sa forest na esi jama wuntumi eye galamsey wo mu no wacheche eji 200,000 every eye galamsey yes for mu wura mu a omo forest na omo ye galamsey eno president ante ho asem chairman kutu wo say atwuma mponua anka woni kra anka wanka honorable because chairman kutu ekwan no so na woye that is the constituency chairman for atwuma mponua ekwan no so wo ko bibia ne kwan no so a he is doing it a video ewo ho your friend chairman kutu hwe turn off DC enim gwasesem akroma ne say onu na aya o sensuo no na wafa camera akogina baabi nsuo no fa baabi ejina nsuo no se wasabia no se o nsuo enye hwe na enye no kore we enene nansa no enye baabi a ewachiri so omo ye galamsey campaigns na President Mahama say obechi omo no omo he because obi a ochi ni bia no o say watch cars no obi na register cars no excavators no obi na register why na register adenti na omo register excavators wanchi no enye ete hana you see oh your time excavators are running na keka ho hana bisu see wakochi excavators within 7 hours o see wachi excavators 40 within 7 hours 33 iraka 7 because o choma najo ade be chia no pa no o see okoduru ho na aka 7 where are the excavators mamiri ya ba be china tumu ya be china tum o be chira ba bia excavators no because una yetie baby ena wo say wakochi excavators ukochi omo no wo say ade be china na 33 ayira asa a bottle water 33 ayira yeah to the extent that me who ana emisre na Felix Kwachofosu no de abetum na nkrofo dida form wane do omo ko gina ho hwe boys na echi omo kumase no nipa 8 no omo ne nam kumase sisi ya yechi omo kuta pump action guns these are boys are omo ye nantwie obi na di omo ko gina ho etu on why na toy why na register on now omo forest reserve why na do omo koy the government is not interested in that the way interested in say yen to galamsey for no gold no na yen fan show up na sidi ni ngina na yen kasa sidi ni yade IMF say oh pompu sika no do nti jai this is a report by IMF o say oh ton gold no pompu sika na go system no e artificial nti jai why
enti ne oka kusi say
dem e kan kusi ni say obisa honorable say e dey na o maye in the last year 10 months no wantimi ankire a single solution a yantimi yenye bida de yachi yekra yachi akojelo o wan jelo obia up to now unjeli obia in the last 8 months 1004 now watching one jeli obia yen ya jeli bi kra ma wo se oba obeyi omo ya sisi excavators wa unshi ba kokra cham find there yen kan kra
nyansa
okay enye nyansa ena nansa omo shishi pumping machines
yanshi baku
me say mo shishi pumping machines so edie na uye fufura yenye bida because omo ye neck dipped in the galamsey no omo ena omo ye galamsey it definitely samra no omo nyimfiri ho na nyimfiri ho chena because omo yifiri ho a omo nkrofo ehu beka dia me na ka kire
so you are saying say it's omo ye galamsey nyina NDC for
omo nyina ye NDC for
so that by logic no you are trying to say momo abreso so omo anomo ye ni MPP for
there be na NDC for those because report watching the report na dey bia o kan say uko western region na NDC for edosu chen MPP for doing the galamsey
na mujidi
na I was say GD
na mujidi
that time no yes because you see time or the report no buy no one farm but time I was deba now office as minister no nanka also this report no ba ye ni free hona onya minister no and ono control the report by so Frimpong Boateng wrote a personal report and not a report of the committee, and this is a fact. Ye ni free hona control report no by into share that in crofodi bi ba mu say asumasi e bi kura ka so de court.
Were MPP top gurus involved in Galamsey?
I have not really seen any person because Yembo Biadi. Chama Wuntumi a Omobo ni din no Chama Wuntumi got his first license under the NDC in 2011.
Mate.
So again, baby a president ko kan say Chama Wuntumi is not engaged in Galamsey no. Up to now, Mikra Mijina ho because Chama Wuntumi is a large scale miner, not a small scale miner. It was summer boy. The concession is there. Almost your market chunko for concession ho.
Mate.
Yes, I'm following because it's like a court case. It is the American question said the president has failed.
Oh,
but say won't improve.
You are hypocrites.
What do you need what we need like what we need?
What are the charges? Did you read the charges?
No. I'm even surprised.
Did you read the charges?
So the charges means nobody before.
No.
Sir, can you read
the charges? You use it here.
I was even in court. Not even reading the charges.
No,
I was even in court.
You are not listening. You can be in class, but you are not listening.
I have the charges on my phone.
Students say in class.
Manzadat.
The cardinal. Okay. Nana metias mudia wedi enchano di kan yosana na enchan komana Galamsey ku no sena na yi. Yembisa se excavators dodo na eba krum ha no. Ho am na importe. Eya aban na importe. Anas individuals na importe. Eya ade a wo se etimi hwehwe mu pa na se ya aban de a fine. Nemo the individuals ya ene na wo se ehu ade kodie ntia omu import excavators bibribe ene ba krum ho na maba beye wo se na Nyankopon nhira wo ne adwuma wo ye frem mankwa katamanso ne die nie Leviticus power powers kaswa wo se na mechia wo Galamsey situation ni die nana yembisi ya ho se before former president Nana Dango Akufo-Addo obeba no na Galamsey situation no na etesen ne die no Komen Sampila 2 one so need no see AK give Bawumia another chance. Or see Dr. Bawumia or say one we see ahene say or moto banfama no. Esan say or ne him frank an obetima bo MPP. Won so die enie. Na Eric Akubuadi patriotic voice bechim. Was propaganda na de president JD Amubaye no. Or say no one be expose president. Or state of emergency no. E ade ehia pa. Se eni abrese be kon Galamsey a ye ntimi fa nto nchen de biarada. Na obese TUC. Na wasere CSO say omo so de omo mampanyin pressure na on declare state of emergency na yemfa enko Galamsey no fantastic we for Sehwi Asanwene so was impo Sir President John Dramani Mahama ne NDC filia and MPP omo nya option there be say 8 years in the mismanagement in Ghana for fee and say NDC filia adenti na was say MPP biem was say nyen kema so kra was JD Amubaye CD agina inflation decline 8 consecutive months ene August need 11.5%. Was a hard fare 75,000 as what abegina 60,000 13,500 nurses per row ya do mato so 72 pada ya che edema school for and wa church nemu mu pa enti was we nyina ne dia dance NDC e adwuma no enti NDC mpo efilia MPP munye option fantastic wonso die enie na cardinal nyimre ma menchia wo former president in the presidency to line so na nya grow na ya mpapa enu nti ne ekoto aba parliamentary seat dodo na no olusu ye esan say or in presidency eto so na wo ye adwuma no na so no Ghana fo bia na omutu Galamsey no anya omde e na eho abufu omde to aba editi ano won so dia difiri hacho edi ebetu mu enie de cardinal nyimre me cha papa Nyankopon nhira na adwuma de a wo bode ama mada Ghana na wo se na Ghana de e wo se ni bere pa na ye sore enye sa de a ye kwan wa pa Galamsey no haye Elizabeth won so die enie na wo se onumanyamfo hyiama mamembi se onumanyamfo se o stop Galamsey and o stop betting tax de he pa and ye ade a eda Ghana for akoma so nke se abani tu hu anamo wo se enema bi wo honum na se decisions ya mind take very dangerous na se ye hu ade se wo china bi Manaba Steven Pantan Village onso die nie wo se Mada Ghana esu Mada Ghana super na leaders and politicians no omu di Ghana hwamo too much Nyankopon pa do my Ghana asase obo ade nipa ensuo kwaye ye nyina de furu pipenti ya se no o se na behwe sehwi ya se ye kwaye nyina ye nsuo nyina se na ahemfo nso eka ho bi wo se bibia aginsam papa ni se hwe so odi anie na good evening the cardinal anyumre me chia mo papa ye joso was basically no ade no ye fight galamsey as a country ene de ye fight pa na wose ade no de se be ye na ebetu ase hu no eno na ye problem no wose to da medwene ho amenti ase enti ye leadership pa nto mu ye serious ni na wose just look at the security personnel just say hu ko omofa so a omo ku galamsey omo na mo bachire sa so wose bibi it's not right in the country Daniel Wachire unsu die enie na Ankoma Foster wo fon ase ayebi achimansa unsu die na madrusu yi na wose na nade danko akufo do former president was ase so be fight galamsey no na ye pure political amane and the politics awuram wose ne good board nso aba good board aba na to good to good board be determine say we a legal good na ne enye legal good enti yebeto nyina afra enti that's about galamsey ne de ye ntimi nyai esan say omutu a yebeto mu good was the president John Dramani Mahama o ka so be use AI da fight galamsey Ghana for demand state of emergency into one declare esan say bosha wo share wa brand wo opposition me Rebecca Intiamwa aka Ante Intiamwa was we na ye no 24th wodi no
me da se fa ba ko pesos na me nko
Ernest Taifa de na me de so na president John Dramani Mahama me hu ni say odada Ghana for debi galamsey no omampanyi no onko obeko anko akonda dada nti Ghana for nyina no ye nhane ye ice pa ye mbie yani Ernest Edifri Taifa wodi ebetu mu
Ernest Taifa no de ba me da se papa man Sadat Honorable Ashiyama Dasoha and Awal Mohammed so was say Honorable Maymau the next 5 minutes the officer can be Kwanda.
Yo Ghana for baby I drew Omampenyi John Dramani Mahama amamo no so de ye nyina bedi adanse se ogusu bombody galamsey asem we enu kwa na ye ade a kan pipi fo ne yenim se ade a enye nti the naimos any soldier for omo ye djuma misra Ghana for susu naimo for no soldier for police for wom obia ka ho bi na omo ye djuma no ko anim susu a bebia be chia no ye betine omo no ma ye djuma inde bebia yeti ye minister of education awe Haruna Idrisu oboni body efa even sanitary powder enkoda be yusu inde uti ho a obi say obi anso ewe duane an student no be di ho se obi eye djuma edi ma oman Ghana ena teacher for any professor ewo university ni nyina no obi say bibia dedin na nipa nanka professor Mate from say nyansafo no Ghana for mama akuma tom nyansafo aba omubu oman no inka bisa hu say kenofurata ni seso ni atoforcing bebia kenofurata di Ghana city any Ghana economy akodro a wadwane afri krom ha no nyansafo aba atoforcing oye djuma inde aye kasai onu ne IMF mpanyifo any African finance ministers no omusha edwinsenia Africa betumi adi apomudie djuma edi ahye yankasa yensa na yen produce ndro enfama Ghana for na se minu aka se omusha omupu sika gumdodo omupu sika no yakowia ana yakobo busia Ghana ankobo busia eye yankasa ye nyansa no ntina meka se nyansafo no aba nienti a ya tu MPP fo Afra konja so no inde ye nya hu faso kadina maba ha nwumre meka cho se ubi bia ye gyenwumre condition kra sana si ye djuma no na kire se ye koyenim ukokroma Ghana for edi dwa wa ubehu say yes they are going up and down. It will not be just night day wonder adie no yegusu niembeda nyankopo asini say inde me bompai ama the appointees of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama because ejuma ye say no ye die nimia say oman no enye ye uko out of the capital in there ube hu adwuma onaba agboja eye na nka ye ti say adwuma no ye ntumi nye go and see the motorway na kopo kwasi na kokaswa adwuma ye wo ho no enye saman na eba beye NDC form penyifo a ye omu no omune kasade say oh mumbra na yenye adwuma no na ye betua moka enu na ye no ne inti Ghanafo muma mwakuma entom yem se ne ye enya susu a yenim Galamsey de ye betu ase Nyankopɔnte ba ye di kakra enema na nado ni na aban asai no mfi nwotwe no MPP for Gina Abrosan so kacha say yen yiye within 1 year even 9 months yenim sa ye betumi ye babotre ena edi pa ntati ahuna kuma inti NDC for no ye be ye adwuma no mumma yen koso na yen ye adwuma no ye ministers and appointees no yen nyanti obi say scandal to say 5 million liters of oil na do kra nyanti na konja so no mu sha MPP for sha se bokro no enunti na 5 million liters enunti na kenofurata ne kenofurata owo he odiga nani mama ya bobu sense bika from etiefo to say abodamfo ya ji amanfo nkokra ni mbrewa sika free bank MPP for Shamwa they don't talk about that me da Nyankopɔn say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama esa di papa kwesindum license no edi man no Mr. say
that report is
say no crowd say nya no crowd means me crowd me ka say omfa ma no
but how dey yen ka no crowd no say as we speak government emfa
the case if it's even in court how do you give it the license to him
government emfa pa kwesindum the license emma no
then no ye no onya no hwe yeah o de be ma no ya megu so akasa say papa kwesindum license na UT ye ntumi ntino man mu aban bia ba trimodin ti we guamanfo adwuma ye mining kura ye gidi ma China for inde gold border ye di ba ye adwuma boa no omuzi ye China ye ma India for ni China for MPP for suban no ampe man Ghana for no any MPP for yen join farmer India for ni China for no mumbe fast through smuggling no mum fanko na yen konko bobusia wo IMF sika ye betunyanya ne yen se Ghana for and say Ghana misrem rante ni babawa mo amuye mine nu mine adwuma sesam ye ba mayen yen wo kwan paso mimi katan bia se Ghana ni bia ye sikani ama mi Daniel Kwesi Ahama nkwa na ye ohia ne eye mami inte foma gudie nu muma ye mfa kwan papa so na mfa ntu na ye mfa hye Ghana economy na Ghana fom be ye adwuma no omunya sika enu na ye MPP for ya o enye Galamsey nuti seni atoforce esi manage economy seni ami boss Haruna Idrisu osi manage education seni agboja esi ye kwan ho adwuma enu na ye omunya because there is nothing today for them to talk. They should talk about energy.
Medase papa honorable Kwame Asiama and Kosi Asiama and Oten in Kano. Former MP honorable Otamazo but Mamiti Awal also Medase Pamiti Awal.
And John Jinapo MPA because there is a scandal there. Scandal I want say fuel company beer according to Chamber of Oil Marketing Company, almost one of their members last year, Wolfty oil, fuel, Wolfty is at 320,000, and what on 57 million within 6 months. And you think there is no scandal there? And you see, Upper East and Upper West, Upper East and Upper West, Omunum fuel, Echen Kumasini areas in Yina. How? So there is a scandal there, and he was as MPA. Yet when it is a GRC Omachi.
Cash for city scandal.
Omachi, your friend say Omachi, Acrophobia Omu diverted fuel like 2.3 million. So just ask him again. Agboja, starting a pine bar kokra in this country. The obo swing in ano, Kaswadiano, Yana starting Tina Yenwe and a mobile. Again, Dodo Wadiano, yɛ de ama contract nipa ne gyina so a ɔyɛ na ɔgyina so a ɔyɛ yɛ kɔ nyina na ɔgyina so a ɔyɛ pokwase mese NDC start e kwan bia ba kokora bridge ba kokora ni ho amaye ono mu bi ni ba kasa mese aban ya wa bai bridge ba kokora wonye sa no mutio entro it project na enya omodia no na omoji
na onfa rofi na fambra monim na kwase Ghana fo ni nyina no se ukokumasi nde a udru pokwase a ye adwuma enya busu
mo betu adwuma na ekoso ena man tua nipa ne ka e wo se mo mani ska ena man feska na ma no ena ojaye
Muna denti da way free ho
interchanges no ho se waye asa na mo ba o mesi
oh. Didn't just start. So we are doing the work now.
On pedi mama nkasa o. Mese. Agboja en stati.
Hypocrites MPP.
Ono mo pedi mama nkasa.
Kasa uso kasa so betie.
Yo.
Hypocrites.
David me yama mo.
Okay, atufosi.
Mese. I am putting it on record say NDC aban en stati e kwan bia ba bia.
Oye adwuma. Atufosi yesika sem no oye adwuma.
Ono baziama.
Atufosi
ono baziama.
Kana forata wo he.
Ono baziama.
Kana forata e wo he.
Ono baziama.
Kuasefo na
ono baziama. Na o mic no kwa madum no na o kasa sa no. Awal brahane be kan asem. Awal brahane be kan asem.
The Ghana for Abisa NDC for ne say in the last 8 months no. Omo kan say on be bibia friend 24-hour economy. We maso chief Kofi Juma Gihok kama to the extent that President Mahama say adentina o ton sa aboka. Ene Gihok CEO na wa ba no so oba ya otutu America start 24-hour economy. Anye ye ajiegu into wajai. Otimi nye 133 jobs in there were he John 3:16 and okay nya no John 3:16 no. Baako no omuka say 133 jobs no e were he. We friends say Women Development Bank e were he. LGBTQ me no honorable tena ha e ma ne kan say ye toma omo a omo be sign sa amra no LGBTQ turumu dia no e were he.
Keno forata owo he. Money mungwasi.
Wama. Why off.
Me say you should come and that.
Awal me you ye.
Any gwasi.
Rabia me you.
The American say NDC abino in the last 8 months. Normal omo kan say omo beye no. Omo ntimi enye.
Yes, sika wo he.
133 jobs no he. Women Development Bank wo he. LGBTQ. And also he galamse ena mawurama mo ya ama mu chairman any ministers any MPs ena eya galamse no enu nti up to now muntimi embra sa galamse no you can do it
ono basema maninka say
Kano forata na to force
ono basema
so mo be gina ha
ono basema
when we talk about the country we are talking about the economy
ono basema
where are we
arrogance in government for
I did not insult you me say to force in Kano
but ono basema na ada maninka
who say nipa no afoso say on pene e ma won kasa e no kire say ono anu
Kano forata MPP for na betumi di na ba ya bobusia ti say o mani nyina ase
awal
ade ba ko a e dekra ne say
ade ni ba ko
Keno forata court bi ani ho a wa hye ne say owia bibia na say waye bibia nanso Sadinam Tamakolo. Ya jailing no say
minister
omo die
for finance no mu minister
no
me say to force no oye me say Kano forata
oye boni bia
finance no wo
oye boni bia me say
court
bi ani ho a access waye boni nipa na ye didn't go to a fias say we are 70 million. Who said the make us say NDC for now obi ka say obi politician. Oba kura no oba besia. Me go maintain that. Obrochire kura no ye ka omo amu wiye.
Billions ye no nko famra.
Debi.
Billions
asese we wiye sika.
Ombra be kire.
The court asese we wiye sika. Ye fa said nam tamakulu.
Mudiamu.
Onuna kwa Ghana. Court asese we wiye sika we dwane.
Chief Superintendent Sandra Akosa, Director of Welfare, Police Headquarters, Accra. Posi for the money say, my girlfriend, posi for nyina, ya me nominate my girlfriends. Mo amunim no my girlfriend, my only girlfriend, accredited one, Commissioner of Police, Habiba Chumasi Sapon, retired. Anti, posi for nyina, mo ya me nom. Anti, Chief Supu, Sandra Akosa, Director of Welfare. Police Headquarters Accra odu abusua nyina na onana Hajia Ajara Obidiaba nyame aduma kwasiada ebei na moye adoa ede amano ewo Islamic Senior High School ufri Abripo Junction Ultra Angel FM for dan kakra Islamic Senior High School okwano woni faso eho na nyame aduma kwasiada ebei mobeye adoa no amano na DSP Irene Usu Ansa staff officer to the IGP and Inspector Isaac Odro say me mau yako enti enya some gitu enti Chief Supu Sandra Akosa Emmanuel Abusuya nyina yako and afei Emmanuel Ejay Anhwere Honorable Emmanuel Ejay Anhwere also so unuaba edda form na unuaba eda fomidie unuaba Comfort Anhwere amani ampon oye Emmanuel Yawaje Anhwere unua penny nyame ya adomo a Emmanuel Anhwere ye former MP Atwemanwa Abiaja South nyame ya adomo a memenda ebe na New Swami PIWC Pentecost ebe nhihye nyina ne apeno kra brenti onabo Emmanuel J Anhwere one wabusua nyina ye ma mo hyeden Samuel Brabo aben no hope in Asiama oh the fan say oh my PP today dear asemara ko ye baka de aka we chiri ho how is from Nana Akese wait you from the Cardinal ochina anopa nyame ya adomo anonum mpa mu 5:30 me Shell United Television na yemfa Live Truth Live Catholic Emrel en church Catholic GDM enchiro na ete eniama ase na minim omo enye Catholics a ehwe Live Truth Live Catholic na adanse no do so pa yada mase mo frɛ ka eboy abaso ni kamoka ngranhye sem kyerɛ gyina to ɔkyerɛ nyame yadoma no nu mpa mu 5:30 am ma yenhia ewo United Television na yɛfa Live Truth Live Catholic and toaso emma me sorry Apostle Michael Edusei founder Greenfield Church International Amasaman Stadium Junction so of udu Amasaman as of Stadium Road hona baby a branch called Gym City no how branches are called Gym City na abum say omo ewo left or ne stadium no gate no they didn't show anymore. Apostle Michael Edusei founder of Greenfield Church International ewa masama ono ene di nyamsem ebe to aso amamo efrem nana ya okese meda Patricia ase na mada Henry Kwesi Minkase na mada Sadat man Sadat mada wase ochina ena Prince Bafo asam wane papa yedi na ocheda ewo mile 7 mesre se e abumi nkoja Prince Bafo asamwa na bibia anya kama se erade ede nkwane ahoden edum yen a yebehia edwada makra mu nyina